Hello everyone, welcome back to the farm. I'm Phil and today we're talking about quackgrass and 5 steps I'm using to annihilate it, hopefully. This hog panel enclosure I built has done a great job. It's super easy to just drag around, and the pigs haven't been able to get out yet. They can lift it up with their snouts, but they can't quite get under. I throw the T-posts down here to stop them from getting into this bed, because they can move this pen around quite easily. They don't go too far usually, but sometimes I'll come down here and they've pushed it into something that they should be getting into. But this is, so far, has worked exactly as planned, which is rare but awesome when it happens. I had no idea how prolific this quackgrass was going to be. I planted these blueberries back in April or so, and it was just, I just assumed it was grass. So we planted everything. I threw down 4 inches of wood chips, and I thought, that's going to take care of it. No, not even close. You can tell that these things have just this stuff is completely overtaken. On top, the plant just looks like grass, but down below, it's got all these shoots called rhizomes, and the plant stores energy down in these shoots. So as soon as you see 3 or more leaves or blades or whatever you call them above the ground, it's going to start pushing these rhizomes down below the surface, which can be up to 70% of the biomass of the plant. And they can grow an inch a day and up to 10 feet away from the plant. So I've done a little bit of reading. I found a couple of papers put out by some universities. I will post them down below. And they have detailed plans on ways to eradicate quackgrass. And I don't think it's like a do once and it's problem solved. I think it's going to be a constant fight. But I'm going to show you guys how I'm planning on tackling this. So my first step is going to be tilling. You want to get in there and you want to destroy the plant, you want to break up the rhizome, and you want to bring it all to the surface so that the sun can dry it out. What a lot of people do is they'll till it and then they'll plant their garden. Now that is possibly the worst thing you can do for a plant that puts out rhizomes, because now you've gone and you've chopped up those plants, and each one of those broken rhizomes is going to sprout into a new plant. So what they suggest doing is hitting it with the tiller and then repeat tilling every 2 or 3 weeks, or as soon as you see that plant is about to put its 3rd leaf out, you want to till it again. You don't want that plant putting new energy back into those rhizomes. This one's got 5 leaves on it, and you can see it's pushing some fresh rhizomes down there. So you need to get to the plant before it gets to this stage. So this area behind me here, the pigs have gone through and they completely wreaked havoc on it, and since then I have tilled it twice after them. So I'm going to, now that I just finished tilling this today, I'm going to let this completely dry out for probably 3 or 4 days, and then I'm going to water it, and I'm going to try and, I want those plants to put as much growth as they can so that they expend all of their energy, and then I can till it again. I'm going to repeat that process probably 4, maybe 5 times, and then the next step is to plant a cover crop. There are a million different cover crops you can grow. Find something that grows best in your area. I want to fixate some nitrogen in here because I'm very low in nitrogen. I also want to build a lot of biomass and put a lot of organic matter into the soil. So that field you can see behind me, that's all quackgrass. And they're going to be pushing shoots into this garden area, causing the exact same problem. So I'm going to have the perimeter constantly, I got to constantly dig up those rhizomes and stop them from spreading into the garden. And my plan is to rotate the pigs around the perimeter as well as the chickens, and then, you know, every once in a while I'll just have to go around and till up the perimeter to break up any of those rhizomes that are coming in. The other thing you can do is mow the area around your garden, and once you mow it, you keep that short, it stops, it doesn't push the rhizomes out. So that's another thing you can do, but you have to maintain the perimeter, otherwise it'll just creep back into the bed. The fifth step is going to be monitoring. You got to keep your eye open for any plant. As soon as you see one spear sticking up, it's got to be your priority to get rid of it. You can't let it get a hold of your garden. If anyone watching has dealt with any other perennial weed of the devil, like quackgrass, bindweed, Bermuda grass, the list is a million miles long. Let me know how you dealt with it. Let me know what worked. And if you're interested in finding out how this works out, subscribe, and I will put out a video next year and detail how this worked. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.